Good day, my Nigerian people. Good day to everyone out there listening to me. I hope everyone is staying strong and staying jiggy. Our today's matter arises and says detained IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu receives impromptu notice to appear before Justice Binta Nyako. The Nigerian government no one even hear am say Nnamdi Kanu no even gree. Say make Justice Binta actually be his judge for his case. They didn't even want to hear it at all. They didn't even care how whatever thing is trying to say. But for the fact that the court has said Justice Binta will actually be that person, then that's all. But let's get to the contents of the date note, exactly this content entails, and I wonder what Nnamdi Kanu's response will be. The detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, said he has received an impromptu notice from the Federal High Court to appear before the recourse Justice Binta Murtala Nyako of the court. Kanus Special Counsel, Barrister Aloy Ejimakor, made this known on Friday after the legal team in the IPOB leader's family concluded routine visitation with him. Ejimakor said, "Our discussions centered on the surprising notice we received to appear in court with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on Monday, 10th February 2025. We shall appear with a bated breath." Kanu's legal team, led by Ejimakor, had filed an application before the court for the transfer of the suit marked FHC/ABJ/CR/383/215 from the Abuja division to any federal court division in the southeast state. In the application dated January 30, 2025, filed pursuant to Order 49, Rule 3 of Federal High Court Rules 219 and Section 45 of the Federal High Court Acts, Kanu's legal team said that the application was sequel to an order entered by Justice Nyako on September 24, 2024, recusing herself from handling the case, pursuant to an oral application made by Kanu in open courts. According to the team, we are reliably informed that following the said recusal, Justice Murtala Nyako promptly sent the case file to your lordship for the purpose of reassigning it to another judge of the same Abuja division of the Federal High Court. However, it came to pass that your lordship was unable to reassign the case to another judge of the Abuja division because none of their lordships in the Abuja division agreed to take the case, thus leading to the situation where your lordship has now sent the case back to Justice Binta Murtala Nyako, from whose court we received the hearing notice setting the matter down for hearing before his lordship on 10th of February 2025. Lordship has now sent the case back to Justice Binta Murtala Nyako, from whose court we received the hearing notice setting the matter down for hearing before his lordship on 10th February 2025. The legal team added, "We are minded to hereby protest, sending this case file back to Justice Binta Murtala Nyako, because his lordship no longer has jurisdiction as he stands recused by virtue of the subsitting order that his lordship has made the enrolled under his hand. Given that no other judge in the Abuja division is willing to take the case, the only option left is to transfer the case to any division of the Federal High Court in the Southeast Geopolitical Zone especially since the offences are alleged to have had an impact in Southeast and not Abuja, which thus gives the Southeast Division a far superior jurisdiction than any other division, including Abuja. This is also this also accords with Order 49, Rule 3 of Federal High Court Rules 219, Section 45 of the Federal High Court Act, and the case of Ibori versus FRN 2009, 3 NWLR Part 1128283. For the foregoing reasons, we respectfully request that our humble application be considered and granted before the hearing scheduled for 10th February 2025 in order to prevent a grave miscarriage of justice to the defendants. A grave miscarriage of justice to the defendants. Their case really makes a lot of sense. The whole thing about this case is that Nnamdi Kanu is inciting violence in the Southeast zone. So isn't it the Southeast supposed to actually be the one to verdict this case? Since they already have a high court in the Southeast, and it was in the Southeast that this whole so-called violence was done, it's actually the Southeast Federal High Court that has more power to actually hold this whole case in their hand and then give their verdict to Nnamdi Kanu. And since no judge in Abuja wants to actually take up this case, they should move it to the next Federal High Court now. But they don't want to. They don't want to move it because they know that the Southeasterners' minds favor Nnamdi Kanu. And I'm sure they don't want to verdict that favor Nnamdi Kanu. No, they don't want that. But let's see what their response will be and let's see how it goes. Let's all wait and keep our fingers crossed to know if the High Court will actually send the case to the Federal High Court in the Southeast or not. But for now, we've come to the end of today's content. Don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned to our channel. Thank you.